Welcome to English Elevate. This isn't just another video about time management, and this isn't just another list of random productivity tips. This is a mirror that's going to show you exactly why your life feels stuck, why your days keep slipping through your fingers, and why you always feel like you're running but going absolutely nowhere. Every single day, the clock hands out 24 hours to each of us. That's 1,440 minutes, 86,400 seconds, and without even realizing it, you give them away. You scroll, you pause, you get distracted. You open your phone to check one thing and lose an entire hour. You start a task only to completely forget why you even began. You tell yourself just 5 more minutes, again and again, until the day is gone, leaving you with nothing but regret. Let's be clear. You are not lazy. You are not useless. You are not a failure. The truth is, you just never learned how to manage time the right way. School never taught us. Society never warned us. And now it feels like life is punishing us for it. In this video, I'm going to give you 12 of the most powerful, brutally honest, and truly life-changing time management tips you've ever heard. This isn't basic advice like wake up early or use a planner. I'm talking about deep mindset shifts, practical systems, and mental rewiring that will finally allow you to take back control of your day, your focus, and your life. And yes, this video will also be a powerful English lesson, because the best way to learn a language is to use it to fundamentally change your life. So listen carefully, take notes, and let every word hit your soul. Remember, time is not just a tool, time is your life. And once it's gone, it is never, ever coming back. Let's begin with tip 1. You don't manage time. You manage attention. Most people think they have a time problem, but what they really have is an attention problem. You say you don't have time to finish that course, start the gym, or learn English. But the brutal truth is, you had the time. You just didn't protect it. You gave it away to Reels, YouTube Shorts, distractions, and other people's priorities. Time is always there. You don't lose time. You lose focus. You can't control how much time you have, but you can control where your attention goes. And where your attention goes, that's where your life goes. Think of yourself as a company with a daily budget of 1,440. Your 1,440 minutes. If you give 200 to Instagram, 300 to mindless videos, 150 to checking your phone, and 200 to worrying, you're left with nothing for your goals. Your brain is broke. This leads us to tip 2. Clarity is your superpower. Most people aren't lazy, they're just unclear. They wake up with confused goals and vague priorities, so their brain panics and chases comfort, scrolling, snacking, bouncing between tasks. Confusion is the enemy of execution. You can't manage your time if you don't know what it's for. It's like walking into a grocery store without a list. You'll end up with chips and juice, but forget the rice. Every morning, ask yourself, what does success look like today? Not a vague goal like work on project, but a crystal clear target. Write 2 slides for the presentation, or finish 30 minutes of English listening. If you can't explain your goal in 1 sentence, you're not clear enough. Choose 3 core tasks that actually move your life forward. A day without clarity becomes a waste of life. Now, how do you tackle those big, daunting tasks? Tip 3. Break big work into small, clear steps. People don't procrastinate because they're lazy. They procrastinate because the task feels like an intimidating mountain. Your brain hates what it doesn't understand. The goal, learn English, is a giant undefined mountain. But break it down. Step 1. Learn 5 new words. Step 2. Use them in sentences. Step 3. Speak them out loud. Suddenly, the impossible feels doable. Clarity creates motion. Motion creates results, and results create motivation. No matter how big, but even with a clear plan, your brain will forget. That's why tip 4 is crucial. Keep reminding yourself what matters. Your brain is a survival machine, not a storage device. It remembers fears and distractions, not your dreams. A goal set on January 1st is worthless if it's not remembered every single day. You don't lose your dream in one moment. You lose it in 1,000 small moments of distraction. Don't trust your memory. Trust systems. Write your North Star for the day on a sticky note. Set daily checkpoints to ask, am I doing what matters right now? Make your phone wallpaper say, what matters? Success is not about remembering once. It's about remembering again and again and again. And to execute on what matters, you need tip 5. Use your most active hours for high-value work. This isn't about planning. It's about energy. Time alone means nothing if your energy is dead. Most people waste their sharpest hours on low-impact things like scrolling and emails, then try to do deep work when they're already exhausted. When you wake up, your mental battery is 100% charged. Would you watch Netflix at 100% and try to work at 20%? Of course not. Track your natural rhythm for a few days. Discover your peak focus window and schedule your deep work, studying, creating, thinking in English, during that sacred time. Protect that zone from all distractions. Don't give your best energy to meaningless things and leave your important goals starving. When it's time to act, use tip 6, the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it right now. Don't let small delays become mental weight that crushes your energy. More importantly, if a big task feels overwhelming, just start it for 2 minutes. Tell yourself, I'll just open the file, or I'll just write 1 sentence. Action fuels energy. Starting is the only way to beat resistance. Once you begin, momentum replaces motivation. Every life change begins with 2 minutes of courage. Now, let's zoom out from the day with tip 7. Win the week, not just the day. One great day won't change your life, but a great week repeated consistently will. Real progress isn't about what you do once, it's about what you repeat. Don't chase perfect days, build unbreakable weeks. Set 3 weekly priorities. Establish non-negotiable habits like 3 English listening sessions or a Sunday review. Track weekly wins, not daily perfection. The world doesn't reward what you do once. It rewards what you do every week without fail. To structure those weeks, implement tip 8, time blocking. Give every hour a job. If you don't, distraction will hire it instead. Successful people don't live on hope, they live on purpose. Break your day into blocks. Deep work, breaks, admin tasks, learning. Protect your deep work blocks like gold. No phone, no notifications. Create buffer blocks for the inevitable chaos of life. Time blocking isn't about control, it's about freedom. You're not boxing your life in. You're protecting it from chaos. And since distraction is inevitable, use tip 9. Set a distraction time, not 0 distractions. Your brain isn't weak. It just rebels against 0 reward. Trying to avoid all distraction through pure willpower is a recipe for failure and guilt. Instead, plan for it. Tell your brain, for the next 2 hours, I'll work like a machine, and then at 4 p.m., I can scroll guilt-free for 20 minutes. This turns distraction from an enemy into a controlled tool. Distraction isn't the enemy. Unplanned distraction is. To ensure your effort counts, embrace tip 10, the 80-20 rule. Focus on the few things that truly matter. Not everything you do creates results. 80% of your outcomes come from just 20% of your efforts. Most people are busy, not effective. They spend energy on the 80% that doesn't matter. Ask yourself, what are my top 20% activities that bring 80% of my results? If you're learning English, maybe it's active speaking practice, not downloading vocabulary lists. Double down on those winners and eliminate the time wasters. You don't win by doing everything. You win by doing the right things. To make this real, you need tip 11. Measure your time like you measure money. You protect your money, but you waste your time like it's free. You get 86,400 seconds every day. Use them or lose them forever. Do a time audit for 2 days. Track every 30 minutes. Be brutally honest. Where are the leaks? Rate each activity by its ROI, its return on investment. Create a time budget, allocating hours to learning, health, and creativity like you allocate money. Finally, tip 12. Design your environment, not just your calendar. Sometimes it's not your fault. Your environment is filled with invisible instructions. A messy desk says you're overwhelmed. Your phone says scroll me. If you don't control your environment, it will control you. Create a focus zone. Clean your workspace. Remove your phone. Use noise-canceling headphones. Manage your digital environment. Turn off notifications. Use website blockers. Use friction. Make bad habits harder and good habits easier. Your environment is your most powerful system. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. You've made it to the end. You now have the tools, the systems, and the truth. So what will you do? Will you keep living on autopilot, telling yourself, tomorrow I'll change? Or will this be the moment you say enough? You don't need more motivation. You just need to start. 1 minute at a time. One decision at a time. Rebuild your calendar. Design your space. Protect your focus. Your future is not waiting. It's already watching, asking, will you show up or will you scroll? If this video helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe to English Elevate, and let's continue building a life you finally respect together.